Ladies. All right, for those of you at home, hi, Google Hangout on the air. Google Plus Hangout on the air. Oh, that's right. You'd have to know that to be able to tune in, right? Never mind. We're about to go live.
Rockford Files.
Yes, and greetings once again, folks, from our humble little nano studios located in the penthouse way high atop the Twin Golden Eggs, just off the Beltway, near the brackish waters of the estuary, affectionately known as Back River, which meanders its way to our beloved Chesapeake Bay in the land of pleasant living. This is the Real Time Music Network Blog Talk live Tuesday night internet radio call-in show brought to you in living color by College Underground Radio Baltimore. Hi, hello, welcome everybody to this, our episode 105, our 105th episode. Right. If you are tuned in via Blog Talk, that's all well and good. You are free and welcome, encouraged, indeed dared to call in at 347-308-8792 is our number. Operator are standing by. And otherwise, if you dare to tune in via our Google Plus Hangout on the air, we are live. You want to be a fly on the wall. We still haven't figured. All right, have sharks and all sorts of things. We have quite a full studio this evening. I'm just going to reach over and wave hi to everybody. Hello. Okay, and I won't be so rude to our guests when we get to that.
Keep back
to that segment. Right now, I'm being very rude and showing them my patch block party. But anyhow. Bev, hello.
Hello, Lee.
What a week this has been. We weekended apart again this past week.
Yes, we did.
We went.
You went south?
Last week.
I went south. You went souther.
Well,
you
okay.
Went south.
Well, that's right. You went south. Yeah, right. Well, we kind of flipped it because last week we went north.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, Stewartstown. When you were at that place where you have season tickets to now?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Ram's Head?
The Rams had right.
Yeah, I'm keen. You said you'd been so looking forward to the Big Head Todd show.
Well, excuse me, it was Todd Park Mower, just the lead singer from the band.
Okay,
He was solo.
One-
But that was good. That was
one
good.
of the big heads, not
He
all
was
the big
he is
heads.
the big head.
Right? Does he have a big head?
He's really good. Yeah, I don't know.
He could be on TV,
I'm not
right?
saying that. I know he must
So
be
you're
listening.
saying?
Todd, if you're listening, you have a gorgeous head.
So you're saying he has
Todd's
a tiny
listening.
head?
Todd's listening. He has a magnificent head.
Oh, okay. It's a beautiful head.
Who gives magnificent head?
Anyway, so okay,
Bless
so
him.
that was good. That was good, right?
It was a really nice show. Yes,
Yeah.
very. I YouTubed some of it.
Yes.
Yeah, from my cell phone. It was,
And the rest of the weekend, because we were away.
I was sad.
in a manger.
I was sad.
You were sad.
Yeah, you guys were gone.
Yeah, we went to South Carolina on
Mhm.
the magnificent UFO hunt. Got stood up, and
Damn
Those-
aliens.
pesky little critters just would not surface.
They
for
wouldn't
us.
want to. They didn't want to visit.
However, you know what? Today, this past weekend was really interesting because I reconnected with
An old friend.
an old chum
That's
who's
pretty
actually
cool.
my best friend from like third grade on. This is somebody I've known. Oh my God, I feel really ancient now. I've known this guy for 51 years.
It's wild.
Known him for more than a half of a century.
That's wild. Hopefully,
Yeah.
half your life.
And it's weird because we kind of drifted apart as people kind of do over the years. It's miraculous, for better or worse, the parallels that our lives have taken
Right.
over
And
the
then-
years.
And not any all of that, because I know you told me a good bit of it, but
Talk into your microphone.
it keeps slipping away
Point
from
it
me.
to your face.
It won't stay
Don't be
there.
shy.
I'm not
Let me
being
do
shy. It
this.
won't stay there. Let a musician do it.
Come on.
Stop it. Shoving stuff in my face. He lives not even half a mile away from another friend of ours.
From where our sighting activity goes on.
Right.
It's quite amazing. In fact, we sat out the second night. I don't want We'll get you some dentures there, Becky.
I'm good. I need to reapply my lipstick now.
Tell me I
It
never.
was like.
Oh God. No, in fact, the second night, the first night we went sky watching on the beach.
And I'm sure that was gorgeous.
You know what we saw?
Stars.
A lot of sky.
A lot of stars.
Yeah, a lot of stars. A couple of planets.
That would have been a great point to our guest for tonight.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, we'll get to that. Of course. Absolutely. Let's see.
Was there, right?
So that
Exactly,
was a
yeah,
great,
both,
it was a
right.
great time, and I think we're going to be apart again this weekend.
Wait, what? Why?
Wait, wow.
You're going north?
I'm going north.
I might be
I'm
there.
going to Philadelphia.
I might be there.
Just for Saturday, though.
Oh. I might not be
have
there.
to do those tracks
Right.
for the Ravens.
Yeah.
I have to. I have to.
If I can't
Almost-
play cowbell, I'm not gonna.
Take the cowbell.
Is it gonna be recorded?
Of course. You can always erase. It's
I don't know,
It's
silly.
just really low.
Right.
Like Mick Jagger's
Can't you hear it? Right. Can't you hear it?
No, so that'll be Saturday. I just confirmed it with Mr. Brewer today, so I'll be heading up that way
Cool.
this weekend. Our buddy Carrie Ziegler,
I'll be there Saturday.
you'll be there Saturday, so we will be apart,
Right.
at least for Saturday. Keith has a gig on Sunday. Keith has
I can't believe it.
on
You guys, why did
Friday.
you book that? And we could be camping at Club 66.
Uh,
What cooler campground is it
Well, it
than that?
depends on how quickly I get my tracks done. If I can get up there to get started at 6 a.m., then I might be done by 10.
Well, we know
about it.
that's not going to happen.
That won't happen. So, okay. Moving on to the music news, the local music news, we have some sad news to
Couple passings.
to announce and recognize. Demi Bell, who was a very popular guitarist in the area who had relocated to Florida, passed away over the weekend, and we're saddened about that, and just send our sympathies out to his fans and family and friends. He wrote, I don't know if you saw what he had written, one of his last messages on the Baltimore Bands page. Just really grateful, and he was seemed really at peace with his situation.
Mm.
But it was very touching indeed, and he was a great musician, and he will definitely be missed. Also, a guy from the other side of the bar in the world where we came up, Bob Schmuff passed. Yeah, and he was anybody. I think just about anybody that played music in the area knew Schmuffy over the years, and he
He was
a
young too.
big proponent, big supporter of local music, big supporter of independent music, and we're sad to announce and recognize his passing as well. And peace and sympathies and condolences to his friends, fans, and family as well. Moving right along, it's a new feature. We go to new things where the constant in life has changed, so our show changes. I tell you, I'm having a lot of difficulty concentrating right now because I'm getting stared at by a picture from one of our new guests.
Oh, let me
It's
see.
making me nervous.
That's the idea.
He says that's the idea.
It's good. I like it.
Who's that?
But anyhow, one of our new features. You're right. I keep getting distracted. It's
Now
like,
he's behind you.
now it's even creepier. It's like
Good
the
job,
Kramer
Dave.
picture, It's hideous, but I way.
Right.
But it's active in its own way.
I like it.
But we do have a new segment that we have a couple of new segments we're going to introduce this evening. One, we kind of touched on in an episode a couple of weeks ago. Bev's Pick of the Week.
Oh, that's first.
That's first.
Dang it.
Check the lineup.
Remember,
that
my
comes
computer
in
doesn't
from,
turn on.
From Washington.
I believe you, but my computer doesn't turn on, so.
Your computer doesn't turn on,
You
so
know
you
that.
have no picks. Can I
Well,
pick for you?
I was gonna pick. My pick is not working out. So.
You've had a pick for like a couple of months, and we can't seem to get the sucker.
I know,
We've
yeah.
voted it 3 times.
So yeah, it's not just me.
It's those blog talk curs.
Well, I know I've played this in the past because I want to do like a local pick
A local pick,
and then an international,
elsewhere
and elsewhere
pick.
around the world pick.
Right. And we did the world trip last week.
Right.
As you recall, let me see. Do I have it? What was it called?
The chick's name. Oh God.
Damn, I forgot what it was called.
Okay, well, while we're for that, I'll
Oh,
play the. I know I played this just a few weeks ago, but I just saw them again, so I'm gonna.
That's not the one.
Speak of the devil.
What is that? Is that
Keith.
Wilson calling?
Yes, it's Keith.
Oh.
All right, so since I can't play Keith's song, I'm gonna play.
You're gonna play a song? What are you
Yeah.
gonna play? Something from last week?
I went to see them last weekend. E. Joseph and the Phantom Heart.
E. Joseph. You're
Yes.
gonna play a track from there?
Yes.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about the song, Bev.
Well, I don't really know much about the song other than I really like it.
Really like it.
Play
Right.
that song.
Play that song,
Can I play now?
please.
Okay, E. Joseph and the Phantom Heart. This is Screw Your Head Down.
E. Joseph and the Phantom Heart. Screw your head down.
Yes. It's a fun song.
You bopped right on out of here. You started bopping. We started playing the song. Bev started dancing, and then bye-bye now. Okay. We have another international pick. Bev's pick of the week that has been foisted upon you. It was a song that we actually promised to play on last week's episode, but somebody talked too long, too much, and we consequently ran out of time. We came up shy on 3 songs.
You don't have do you have the information on her? Because I don't.
I know she lives in Scotland.
That's about all I know.
There's not a lot on her. You can do a YouTube's
Yeah.
search and find
Well,
her.
she's on Spotify.
In a big country.
She's not on Spotify.
Oh, she was the only one out of all
Right.
those. Yeah.
Right.
0.00009 cents.
We have to go. We have to go.
Really?
Jump in our spacecraft.
There you go. Here we go.
And we're spirited away to the Scottish Isles. The gal's name is Sarah Kerr, Kerr. Now, you know the R&B and the Motown, even though this isn't really Motown, but the R&B movement is very big in the UC.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
In the UC.
Up in the yuck.
Is
Oh,
that
the
right?
yuck.
Is she related to the guy who impregnated Chrissy Hine and used to sing for Simple Minds?
Yes.
I knew it.
Wait.
Jimmy
No
Kerr.
idea.
What, come on, Kerrs. Kerrs, Crays,
No, not
Cray Brothers.
C-U-R Kerr.
K-E-R-R.
It's K-E-R-R. Scottish.
Care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The big question is she Russian?
Well, no, she's got pretty good rhythm. So Bev, I'm going to pick for you.
Does she look
Thank
like
you.
Haggis?
And then if you like it, then you can say it's
my-
pick of the week.
Agreed.
Okay, if you don't like
A
it,
deal.
say he
You
put
never
me up
heard of
to
it.
Right, never heard of her. No, but it's actually interesting. It's a nice track. It is starting to get a little bit of
Airplay.
notoriety. It's getting some airplay. It's Sarah Kerr, When You Smile.
Yeah.
Wow, that
I'd
was
like to extend
a
Adele.
sudden ending
Adele.
to that song.
That was not my pick, by the way. I'm just gonna say
Yeah, I
that.
hit the wrong button.
Yeah.
But regardless, be that as it may, that was Sarah Kerr.
Mm-hmm.
And When You Smile, from Scotland.
I'm sure she's lovely.
You sure she's ugly?
Lovely.
Oh, lovely. She is a lovely lass.
Yes.
With a lovely band.
Nice bonnet.
With a,
Scotch.
Or is that bouquet?
where is the
It's a seashell.
Scotch bonnet.
Yes.
how come I can never find it whenever I want to?
I don't know.
Yeah, they're playing the depot.
Oh, Depot.
Ah, here we are.
You're right. Hey, look at me, that shaky.
Hey,
That's a new one. No?
What?
Is that new?
No,
hey,
that's not new. Not new. Not new.
Nanu.
Oh boy.
Speaking of aliens.
Say yeah.
More from work.
Yeah.
Hey, want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
Don't do that. You know you're distracting all the guests.
No. Our guests hopefully will be able to hang with us
We're hanging.
for a while. Okay. Let's see.
Well, you know, I have to say,
I have to
we've
go
talked
now.
about vape or electronic cigarettes and all that
Yes.
stuff several times on the show, but
Yes.
I'm looking here
They're
on the
about to be
package.
one of our sponsors too, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm looking here on the desk, and there it looks like a juice junkie.
Okay, no, I just re-upped. I just went, and as you know,
Yeah, it won't get tighter.
I have
It's
to
okay.
blend my own blend.
Right.
So I smoke and I vape. I vape peanut butter and jelly.
I have a screwdriver.
Those are
Yummy
my
licious.
flavors.
Right. But it just looks funny
And-
seeing.
What?
It just looks funny with all the
Well, yeah, there's a lot of
juices.
bottles there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't
Anyhow.
think it's gonna get any tighter than that.
No,
Back stand up that way.
it's that
Look behind you.
We're having microphone adjustment
I
issues.
should wear a mask when Shane's around. Oh, thank.
Much more
Is it
better.
much more better?
Isn't that much more better? Okay.
Thank you. I'm,
So-
I'm afraid of you. I'm like
Is that not
Mike
much-
shy now.
Is that not much more better?
It's
Should we continue on with any more Bev's picks of the week? Or?
no. That's good for right now.
Okay, that's good for right now,
Yes.
and that's fine. I'm excited, but this is going to be a regular feature, and we're talking about doing local music and
Right.
world music, because after all, Baltimore and Central Maryland and
part of
that
the world.
area is, in fact, indeed a part of the world as we know it. Would you agree?
I certainly. Me too. Neither. Yes.
Okay.
As we know it.
So I guess we can move on then to our next segment,
Yes.
which is not a news segment. We've been doing this for several weeks. We used to call it "Try to Gross Bev Out" segment, but
You still haven't. Good luck.
It's impossible.
No, it's not.
All right. Well, what is it that will gross you out?
No, that wouldn't be any fun then.
Oh, I have to discover it.
Right.
It can't be spiders because that grosses me.
And that wouldn't gross me out. It just kind of gives. I don't. It would make me scream. Well, I can't. Yeah, that doesn't gross me out. That's not gross.
All right. Well, we have a couple of tidbits from WeirdUniverse.net. We have to thank them for feeding us all this amazing stuff. Okay, we're getting a word that people are not hearing any of the music in the Google Plus Hangouts on the air. We are aware of that. That's a technical glitch and a technical snafu that we are trying to work around. I can't promise it for this. If you want to be a fly on the wall, as you may be well aware, flies have no ears. So you can see, they have many eyes but no ears. So you wouldn't be able to hear what's going on necessarily, except when our mics are live. We have no way at the present time that we know of to pipe the music through. So you can get that on the Blog Talk Radio .com/RT-musicnet. Stop. All right, freedom of religion. We're big ones at talking about that religion stuff.
No, we're not.
All right. Well, that being in kept in mind,
Praise the Lord.
an unnamed British
Yeah.
inmate published a letter in a prison newspaper in April alleging continuous religious discrimination against him by guards and officials. The man claims he is a practicing Jedi, and of course he cannot reveal his name because he fears retaliation from the dark side, and complains that Jediism, though officially recognized as a religion in the UK, the 7th most popular,
Ooh.
according to the census, with more than 175,000 adherents, is nonetheless unacknowledged by the National Offender Management Service. I think we should write a letter.
What would you say?
I don't know. I'll leave that up to you.
Well, okay, so what is he's claiming that they're, what are they actually doing though?
He's a Jedi.
Okay.
Okay? And they're
deplorable.
they're not allowing him to practice his religion.
And they took his lightsaber.
We'll just leave it at weird.
That is weird.
Moving right along.
Maybe you should choose another religion.
Manhattan's New York Sushi Co. You like sushi.
I love sushi.
If you like sushi like I like
Is this going
sushi-
to gross me out?
Oh, what a fish. No, I don't think so. Well, it might.
Go ahead. Try me.
It's not, no. As a matter of fact, you'll probably like it. Being Italian, you eat anything and
That's
everything.
true. Tis
Ah.
true. Almost. Don't look at me like that, Chansey.
Suco is only the most recent sophisticated restaurant to feature creative dishes made with Hormel spam.
Ooh, I wouldn't do it.
Mm.
And
Go ahead, continue.
gourmets and hipsters in fashionable neighborhoods have flocked to the foods. Spam is a well-known delicacy in Hawaii.
I was going to say it's huge in Hawaii.
Wow.
Seriously.
It's replaced
I mean,
pig and
it's
chicken
strange
pork.
because I love scrapple, although I can't stand, what is it called? Spam.
Spam.
Yeah, no.
I like them both.
You do?
Lips, tits, and pig's assholes.
Bleep, family show.
That's an anatomical part. The FCC cannot
It's a family show.
And-
ban anatomical
and the-
animal parts.
And the New York facilities offer the island's musubi, which is fried spam, rice, and seaweed.
Stars in
and-
the seaweed.
I bet you Americans wouldn't eat that.
And other spam fried rice bowls with seared ahi and flourishes of fresh pineapple, according to an April report in thegothamist.com. Sushiko's chef playfully acknowledges that his contents are fresh from the can,
Ew. Yeah, no.
And
I'll pass
source-
on that one.
and sourced locally from the nearest bodega.
Okay. Netflix.
Okay.
There's actually a documentary on Hero Dreams of Sushi. It's very good. Very good watch.
Ooh. Ooh, send that to me.
And we have,
So,
you know, the weird news has been around for quite a few years.
Yeah.
They used to have things that were categorized as weird. They published a couple years ago a list of things that are no longer considered weird.
That's how weird things have gotten.
Right. Well,
Because-
how much weirder can you get with? I looked at the list of serial killers with the middle name Wayne.
Oh, that's right.
There are a
Oh
million of
my
them.
Yeah.
God, they're everywhere. There's
Yeah.
I mean, literally,
Curse
it's like
if
hundreds.
your middle name is Wayne.
Steptoe, isn't that your middle name?
Wayne Gacy.
Right.
Woo, let's hear it.
Isn't that your
And
middle
I'm your
name?
host, Lee Wayne Townsend.
Root, root.
Bev Wayne Benadio.
No, I'm Sophia.
Benadio on the radio.
Wayne.
Sophia.
Yeah.
Beverly
Okay.
Sophia.
Well, the following.
Wayne.
I'm only.
He was horrible.
It was a triple
He
kill.
was a repeat serial killer.
A mass killer, mass
A
murderer,
repeat.
and a serial killer.
Aren't they all?
Spree killer.
Well. All right. Well, and I'm only going to go into the first
That's
6
funny.
of them, but they've got like 100 of
A
them.
repeat
Things
serial killer.
Yeah. Number one is an old, widely advertised phone sex number is reassigned to a church or charity. Number two.
That's mean. That's not weird. That's
suspicious
just
package-
mean.
I know. Suspicious package thought to be a bomb turns out to be something stupid. Number three. Robber leaves his ID, wallet, or appointment card for probation officer or etc. at the scene.
Of the crime.
A peace or brotherhood conference erupts into violence. Number 5 is a robber on the getaway accidentally hails an unmarked police car. And number 6, political candidate dies but still wins the election.
So there's a
There are
bigger
no-
one there.
there-
Cover band plays auto bar.
Cover band play. That's no longer weird. Right, that's no longer weird. I saw it myself.
We did it. I have to leave in 2 minutes, so.
What?
I have to leave in
No,
2
you
minutes.
don't.
I do.
No,
so
you don't.
Steptoe's saying step it up.
Steptoe, you. Wow, actually, you know what?
I have the attention span of a 3-month-old.
I know that. I'm aware of that. I'm aware of that. We were actually going to get to your segment in 4 minutes, but see, I don't want to get called into
Since
Linda said
Washington when they call and say, come into my office, close the door.
They will do that.
They will do that.
And you'll have a black mark on your record.
I've already got that.
So Linda,
Another
Garcia,
What?
My
our friend
record
Linda
looks like
Garcia
the
is in the
AC/DC
chat room, and she's saying that she had they have spam at McDonald's for breakfast in Hawaii.
They have spam at McDonald's.
For
Of
breakfast
course
in
they
Hawaii.
do. It's Hawaii.
Spam musubi. What did you call it?
Paradise.
Musubi? Musubi.
It's huge in
Those-
Hawaii.
yeah.
When I was there, I couldn't believe it.
Now this is amazing.
Ew.
It's ambrosia.
I'm looking at all the different things they're
See, we
saying.
provide public service here.
Linda, her dad used to make macaroni salad with it. I'm sorry, Linda, that just sounds nasty.
Maybe you can
It's
get
not-
those
It might be
lined up
great,
with
though.
the sponsor.
Yeah.
I'm not eating it.
Spam and Dole
It's only got 75,000 milligrams of sodium. So,
Keep your jewelry off for like a month afterwards.
It's enough.
our next news segment. What happened?
They're breaking
They
stuff.
keep dropping cell phones.
But they're like children in church. Seriously.
There's all kinds of
Oh, that's mine.
paranormal
Where'd you
shit
get that
going
from?
on behind you, Dave.
I can tell.
Oh my
Something's
God.
flying all
Flying
over.
off the wall. Incredible.
Well, we do have a new segment, and it's going to be from Steptoe Magnificent. He's going to do a segment that we call Second in the Shadows.
You got it, Dave.
Right on. And we're just going to, we're
It
going
only
to get
takes
into
a
it.
second.
It only takes a second. We're going to get into
Bam, bam, thank you, man.
many of the, what do we call this? The finer, we're going to tiptoe through Steptoe's mind
You don't want to do that.
over the next
You think
several.
Cambodia's got landmines.
Well, okay, here's a little, this is just a little introductory piece. He's here tonight to kick it off, and we're going to go ahead and play just a little introductory piece and then come back and chat for a minute before he has to run away.
I love the ending.
What's he yelling at anyway?
I yell at everything. I text in capitals. People go, why are you yelling?
Right.
Like, there's no volume. How can you yell?
Scoot on in here. You're not even, we can't even see you there.
I can't see you.
There's Steptoe. You know,
Hi.
all cool and stuff.
I'm actually not here in Middle River.
No,
Not
we're not Middle River.
We're not, because we're not there.
Dundalk.
Okay.
It's,
Not really Dundalk.
Essex.
it's not Essex.
some
Near the poop plant.
estuary
Estuary.
In the poop plant.
that flows into the Chesapeake Bay,
Such as it is.
polluting every crab that we ship all over the world. I
Bacteria.
don't get any crabs anymore.
No. I
We get
caught
from Texas.
I caught
Is that
In
right?
Louisiana.
a catfish out there one time.
That had eaten a crab?
I was afraid to eat it.
No, I
Wait, what did you say, Lee?
I caught a
You getting
catfish
Christian?
out there.
Ew.
They say can't only have mercury in him, huh?
I wouldn't eat
From
anything from bacteria that.
Unless you cut them up in the zinc, you know.
Right in the zinc. So you're going to be coming and supplying us
One
with,
could only hope
well,
at this age.
with some sort of unique observation from the world of the undead.
I think so. I
Yeah.
think so.
Uh-huh.
It'll be multifaceted.
In other words,
Anything goes.
anything goes.
And Lee gave me that as long as I don't
Yes.
say, you know,
Don't say
things
the
like friggin'
or the
or shuggin'
yeah.
or mamacita. I'm good with the FCC, right?
So far so good. We haven't got the notice. The license is still
I'm
up
gonna
on
have
the wall.
interesting
now.
guests.
Yes, and
We're
this is
looking-
what we're looking for.
The local scene.
You'll be the man about town, sort of.
I am the bon vivant,
But well, the undead around.
and that's the bon bon of the bon vivant.
The undead around
The
town.
undead, the dirty underground.
Uh-huh. I'm quite keen to hear what's going on because,
Tommy King,
I mean, frankly, I don't get out much.
I know, but I've seen you out.
I've seen out. Yeah.
I've seen you locked out
I've been locked out.
and locked down.
Right.
We used to go to Gerard's, me and Lee, and why?
I don't remember those days.
I know exactly.
That's
We
because
have to
there was that much
reintroduce
fun.
ourselves.
Right.
30 years on.
But you have been active in the local music and art scene.
I try and avoid the art scene, although I'm an artist.
At the risk of labeling,
Yes.
we're kind of it's kind of the underground scene.
Yeah, the dirty underground,
The dirty underground,
the gutter,
as opposed to the clean
Filthy.
underground,
Right.
or the classic
the
underground.
classic underground.
The Beltway underground.
Well, we're very interested in seeing what the future holds and what
Me too.
right.
Me too. My crystal ball, that I didn't have any AAA batteries tonight, so I
That's-
couldn't look into the crystal ball.
That's all right. That's all right.
So I thought I'd come in person.
And-
Introduce my good friends, great musicians. Speaking of exposing the local underground,
yeah,
Stars
actually,
in the Sea
Mhm.
are here tonight.
right.
Shane Gardner, John Leatherman.
And
Don't
But
You're
Bob one cowbell.
hate them.
I'm gonna
Unless they're Russian.
Yeah. Slave, that sex trade thing's okay.
No.
Ukrainian babes.
Septo, we're looking forward to seeing what you have for
Me
us.
too. My God, it's gonna explode like a
explode.
13-year-old's pimple.
Explode everywhere. Oh God.
All right, so tune in next week.
Yeah, I gotta run. I gotta go. The dirty underground is calling. I must respond.
All right.
Love y'all.
Love you.
Listen to
Bernie.
these guys. Stars and the.
Seas.
Right on.
See.
See,
I almost
There's
in the
see.
ocean.
See.
There's an F word coming in there.
Right. He's making me nervous.
dwarfs in the sea.
Red dwarf.
And we'll be back after this. And we are back. Septo has just left the building.
Are you ready for him?
What have we done? What have we done? Oh my God.
Lost the energy.
Well, Okay, before we get to our next segment, we have another thing, and we just did a promise. We promised our friend Tom over at MarylandParty.com that we would help to promote their site. It's the Maryland Party Guide. It's your Maryland Party Guide, mdparty.com. If you want to hear who's playing, find out what's going on in town, like this weekend.
Yes, I already know what I'm doing this weekend.
I
Oh, that's
know,
just
right?
Saturday. Hey, are you guys playing this weekend?
Who's
say
playing?
yes.
Oh, well, I can hold on. Give me a couple seconds here.
Okay, sure.
Well, in the meanwhile, I want to tell you that Bob Copper's going to be at the Dana Rat House in Edgewood. It's a free show for all ages. Bob Riley and Joe Goulet at the Fairway Lounge at Alexandra's in Ellicott City. Bootleg All-Star Band at the Shamrock Inn in Baltimore, free admission. Bottle of Blues at the Town Tavern, Cockeysville. Burn the House, Buffalo Wings and Beer in Glen Burnie. Just don't burn the wings. Carl Flipiak at the Spiritual Empowerment Center in Baltimore, Maryland. The Drunken Uncles at the Barn in Parkville. This is all going on Friday.
Cool.
Charles Parker Band of the Green Turtle in Lewis, Delaware. Our buddies Chug-a-Lug at Bushwallers in Frederick. Cockeyed Jr. at Sunset Cove in Baltimore. It's an all-ages show, free. The Colliders at the Stein Room in Silver Spring. Comeback Iris at Gilligan's Pier in Newburgh, Maryland. Where's Newburgh?
I don't know. I've never heard of
I'm
that.
going to have to look that one up.
I'll Google it right now.
Okay. Cool Change at High Tops Backstage Grill, Timonium. Core at the House of Rock. Core at the Whore in White Marsh, Maryland. Kurt Reynolds at Ledbetter's Tavern in Fells Point. Dennis Shockett with Greg Schroeder doing a show at McGregor's
I
in
don't know. Oh, I was bad.
Havre de
I'm sorry.
Grace, Havre de Grace, Maryland. Devin, musicians at Shucker's Tap and Grill in Glen Burnie. Due Process playing at Perry's in Odenton. Eclipse is playing at the Raw Bar and Grill in Frederick. Gary and the Groove are playing at the Green Turtle in Westminster. All ages, a free show. The Karma Sharks at Carson's Creekside Restaurant and Lounge in Middle River. Mantram is playing at the Green Turtle in Hunt Valley. Play on Words, a favorite of yours, Bev. They're going to be playing at Michael's Cafe in Timonium. The Rat Pack
And now they're one of my favorites.
at Costa's in Baltimore, Maryland. Actually, Dundalk. Etc., etc., etc. Go to MarylandParty.com for the full listing. Saturday night, of course, there's only one show that really stands out, and that's Carrie Ziegler's Expensive Hobby
I'll be there. Be there. Be square.
at Club 66 for a second return engagement. An second encore
Camping
performance.
out.
Camping out, bring your tent, bring your cooler, bring your easy chair.
BYOB and BYOT.
BYOT, BYO everything.
Yeah.
I have some shows.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
We have some shows here.
You have some shows?
Maryland Death Fest.
Oh, you don't have to be so close to that mic. That's a very
Sorry.
sensitive mic. That's a very expensive mic.
But after 4 beers, it gets kind of close. So Maryland Death Fest,
That's this
Baltimore
weekend?
City, all weekend.
All weekend?
All weekend.
Are you playing?
What is that?
It's bands from it's the biggest death festival.
Are you playing?
No, heavy metal festival in pretty much in the United States.
Where is
They
it?
come from and down all Rams Head Live, Sonar,
Oh, it's going to be all over the place?
all over the place. And
It's a traveling
people
festival?
come from around the world, everywhere, everywhere.
Really?
All the biggest metal bands come.
Dang, and I'm going to go.
And it's all sold out. Like it
can
sells
only
out
sell
every,
out?
it sells out every year.
Really?
So
It's the
it's
biggest
not,
death festival ever.
but it's inside or outside?
It's inside and outside. It's huge.
It's everywhere.
Multi-venue.
It's everywhere.
Are you going?
I'm going probably on Saturday.
Hmm.
There's a pre-festival on Wednesday at the Auto Bar. That's big. It's huge.
Interesting. I had no idea. Is that on MarylandParty.com?
No, it would not be.
Why not?
Because it's underground.
there's
It's different. Well,
They're underground people.
Well, no, it's
Yeah, oh, it's
not only that.
underground.
They look. The Hun Fest.
different
doesn't-
genre, different scene.
Right. Well,
different
not
scene,
only that though. I
different
mean, the
scene.
Hun Fest doesn't put anything on
The
Maryland.
Hunfuss? The
What,
Hun-
they don't. They wouldn't do anything for the Maryland Party.
Really?
I wouldn't think so. I mean, they're just banned.
Tomorrow night, Val Yeoman Sr. is playing Rams Head Live. Very amazing
Sounds
band.
great.
Awesome
I
band.
know.
It's great.
Thursday, the last year, another amazing band is playing the Hard Rock Cafe at 6 o'clock.
You guys like music. I
Amazing.
mean, you like playing music, but you like music.
I'm out
too.
all the time, every single night.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Then Cemetery Piss is playing on Thursday at Metro Gallery. Another cool band to see.
When Stars in the Sea going to
So
I
she is
know.
playing May 29th at the Wind Up Space with Farmland, one of my favorite bands, Bomb and Kinder, another favorite band.
I will so be there.
May 29th, Wind Up Space.
Well, Stars in the Sea are our guests tonight, and you can see them if you're tuned in on the Google Plus Hangout on the air. I'm sorry, folks, we're not able to present any of the music for you for technical trafficalties. However, we are able to at least show these guys mugs and hear the spoken word. The spoken word.
Yes.
And if you tune into the Blog Talk episode or on our website after the show, www.rt-music.net, you'll be able to download this and hear it with all the music filled right in. Stars in the Sea presents an enticing blend of gothic-drenched post-punk rock and roll with lyrics that are melancholy as they are romantic, as sweet and saccharine as they are bitter and black. They were Reverb Nation's Band of the Week last year, semi-finalists in the 2011 International Songwriting Competition, otherwise known as the ISC.
Or give me your money and I'll make you a star.
Stars in the Sea is a three-piece rock band with post-punk influences from Baltimore, Maryland. Stars in the Sea was formed in 2008 by guitarist vocalist Shane Gardner, with later addition of drummer John Leatherman and bassist Jen Pruitt. And we have Shane and John in studio with us. I think bassist Jen is on a
She's out of
Sabbatical.
she's on a sabbatical.
Yeah, she's doing she's becoming a
Doing some
what is it
post-
called?
She's done some
Postgraduate study work.
session work.
No, she's
Session.
Session and
Stop it.
session.
what's it called when you go to China and you become,
Oh, a
a
monk.
Buddhist?
Buddhist.
Oh, good. She's getting booty.
A
Enlightened.
Buddhist bass player.
Buddhist bass player. Now, the influences, and I found this most interesting, the
I know, gosh.
eclecticness.
There you go.
Is that the word?
Their music?
The stylistic blending is very eclectic. It's a mix of Bauhaus, Peter Murphy, Iggy Pop, Jeff Buckley, which is interesting,
I know.
The Church, and AC/DC.
I was thinking the church too.
Their sound is described by some, perhaps even
Not many.
themselves, even themselves perhaps, as a mix of post-punk and British-influenced rock.
I'd have to agree
Guys,
with that,
welcome.
yeah.
And I don't mean to keep on being rude. I'm
No,
going
that's
to
not.
spin around here.
He's getting used to
Trying to
it.
figure out which way you're going.
God, yeah, I
You're making
can't
it more
tell.
dizzy than anything,
Because
Lee.
of the cable thing here. I wish I was wireless. So, you guys, Bev heard you guys one night.
I have not seen them live yet. I did hear,
Oh,
the
You
one,
weren't playing that night?
no,
We just met. I think you
Oh,
met.
really?
we all, me, John, and London went out to see, I don't know what band it was down in
That's all
Manhattan.
the adults.
Yeah, Adults.
Oh, yeah,
I'm even sure
right.
they're playing next Tuesday, I think. Coming
Amazing
up.
band.
God, he knows everything.
Yeah.
Baltimore band.
Out of
And I
it.
suggested she come see them because I just think they're unbelievable.
Okay.
So, that's
So you and Bev go back quite a ways then?
I met her at Stan
yeah.
Stock.
Oh, okay.
That's
Okay.
true.
And I said hi to you that night too. I mean, it was briefly. You met
That was-
3,000 people.
That was
that night.
pre-heart attack, and
Yeah.
my head was going all over.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
So, but
Split pea soup didn't come out till later.
right. So
That was
when I-
fun. But no, I can't wait. I've been saying I'm going to see these guys live. I saw you sing though. I'm trying to think.
Maybe at a open mic or something.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
I
don't
can't
think
remember.
so.
You
Maybe
think
it was a video.
the underground scene, we were talking about that with Steptoe here earlier. That's a pretty apt description of what's going on. You guys seem to be pretty avid followers of that scene or
Well,
participants.
he's probably
I am.
the biggest proponent of local music. If you're in a band and you're on YouTube, chances are he shot the footage and posted it.
If I like the band, not being mean or anything, but if I like the band, I
The world
shoot.
needs 1 million more people.
Is it under your name?
You know?
He's out every night.
That
I
channel?
think so.
He
I'm
knows
not
it.
sure. Yeah, I think so. Yes.
Awesome.
But there's many amazing bands out there that people don't. The
Don't get a chance
majority
to
of
sing.
people don't, because they don't go out.
Right.
Like to me, there's two scenes. There's the 98 Rock scene,
Mm-hmm.
and there's the Art District scene,
Okay.
and the two don't come together.
So the underground scene is part
The
of
Art,
the
District scene.
the art district scene.
Anything. See from. So where would that be? Like where the monument is,
Yeah.
and towards North Avenue.
Yeah.
That's the Art District scene. Anything below is 98 Rock.
Interesting. Interesting.
I swear.
Wait, it's
Even though they do
Shadow.
come to the audio bar on Monday nights,
Uh-huh.
they infiltrate.
They infiltrated.
Wait a minute, I played there on a Monday night.
Well,
You did. That was.
they infiltrated. But there's amazing bands. The Flying Eyes, amazing band. They toured.
Yeah.
Just got back from Europe. They're touring. There's Foghound, amazing band. Robert Fireball Mitchell,
Now,
Mhm.
that's who you'll be playing
Sean K.
with?
Preston. No, well, yeah, we are playing with Foghound.
Cool. On the
May 29th.
Yeah.
Bob and Kinder, Senior. I mean, there's so many bands. I mean, Drone Theory.
You need to do it. You're
different
a
style
blog.
bands, all
Right.
kinds of stuff.
You
Right.
need to do a blog, I think.
Yeah.
You.
What your problem with my blog would be with what's wrong with the scene.
That's good though.
Well, okay.
Then I would be banned from playing anywhere because no one would play with me anymore.
Well, you know what? This is
Not necessarily.
this is really how this show got started.
Right.
Sort of like we saw everything get so contracted and just really tough for
Right.
any working musician, no matter what style of music you're playing. And we wanted to explore why that was, why it sucked. And yeah, we did have kind of a bitch session.
And
you
it's
know.
all about the ticket sale, and that's the 98 Rock scene. Look, I love Matt Davis and 98 Rock and all that, but the ticket sale thing doesn't happen on the art scene. People go out and support music, and they're there
How
like
do they
the old
support-
days.
What's different? How
They
do
come out,
support
they
it?
go out, they
Right.
go out. People go out, whether they're young or my our age, whatever. But they're out.
So it's the live
Supporting.
energy
It's
then.
part of just being
It
around
is.
each other, friends, just supporting each other.
Okay.
Now I know the 98 Rock scene does that, but the bands themselves have to sell tickets in order to get these shows. They have to sell like up to 50 to 100 tickets,
Right.
and that's terrible.
Right.
And for especially a band that's coming up and coming, they don't have fans that
If
can
you're not
support that.
exposed, if you're
I
not
think the fan
exposed to
base is a
begin
lot
with.
different too
And there's-
from each scene.
Right. And there's so many bands out there. It's like not everyone belongs on the big stage, and even though they're good, it's just there's got to be the light. The person who's on stage has to have the light. It's very hard to see.
Mhm.
I mean, it's like any big international band that's made millions, whatever, sold millions of records. They have something that to offer without even being anything. You just sit there and they become that
Mhm.
because they have that light that comes out. Now,
Interesting.
there's amazing bands, that no one goes to see that they have it. Like, there's so much stuff out there. A great band, Sean K. Preston, amazing artist. That,
Mhm.
you just got to go out and see him. Amazing people.
Okay, cover tunes. What's your take on cover tunes?
Oh, that's like the when you get into cover songs, that's like the death of anybody, because especially if you start to be with one of the big cover band, what do they call it? I don't want to say their name. Everybody knows who they are. You get stuck in that, and you're playing every weekend doing that, so you have no time to develop your own stuff and play in front of 1 to 2 people, and to play into sidebar and just and be real, you
Right.
know.
Oh, I mean, you're
Because you're
preaching to the
making money.
choir here. I mean,
Look,
yeah.
I used to follow you all the time, your band, and and you know what it's like to come from here to there and be there and then go down there, whatever. But I mean, it's these days, if you don't to make any money, you got to be in a cover band.
Yep.
So to have any, but
Well, is making money what it's really about?
it's not. But and even the punk bands like the Ravengers, Alex Hagen, amazing bands. you can say that you don't want to make money, but they want to tour the world.
Everybody wants.
Everyone wants to tour the world, and
The question
everybody
is
doesn't
where
have
you
money.
set that. Where you set that on your priority list. As far
Right.
as
So you just
what-
want to be as best you can and just do it, and hopefully someone will notice you to say, "Here's some money to go do that," and that's hard to find these days. You know, someone to back
Yeah,
you.
even a lot of the established bands like the Church, they've become almost completely DIY, where they're
Mhm.
doing everything from on the road, when they go on the road, merchandising,
Right.
the whole 9 yards, setting up the tour, and traveling as a very small unit.
Like
And-
the old days, like probably
And
had
you're
it
talking
from the
about a band
beginning.
that's been together 30 some years and has 20 some releases and
Right.
a huge.
Do you think they're staying true to their artistic roots?
Oh, absolutely.
definitely.
Yeah, they are.
Kilby's like
They
a
just have
maniac.
a really well-oiled machine, then a well-oiled.
Well, Kilby doesn't care. I mean, he if you actually go to like his band camp,
Right.
you can't even listen to anything. You have to buy it before you listen to it, because he has a
Okay.
fan base to do that.
Right.
You know,
Right.
we couldn't do any of that because people wouldn't. You know, what the hell is this? But someone has some sort of fan base. You know, they.
And there's so many good bands out there who are. I mean, just being in Baltimore and seeing the bands that we have gone out to see who push to create their own stuff and have it out there. It's amazing how many people who actually do that and still get somewhat of a listening audience, and they still don't get anywhere.
They're working a rocket at the bars. You know, get the biters. You know, you have. There's so many great bands that belong on the big stage.
We've been saying that
It's just hard to
since day
say.
one on the show, really.
There's an incredible wealth of talent.
And that's not out there, that not necessarily playing, but they'll get to a certain point, even recording their own material, and then it stops.
Right.
And I don't know, I'm sure money has a lot to do with it, but like you were just saying, John, just having to do everything yourself, really, to promote it, sell the merchandise, marketing, just the whole night playing, gigging,
Getting a show.
and
Yeah.
and that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would think
That's
that would be like tailor-made for what you guys do, though, for the underground scene, if that's what you want to, the niche you want to put yourself in and call yourself in. That is perfect for that, where it is all kind of roll your own.
Well, from our perspective, the Baltimore scene is like a big punk scene, very big underground,
Yes.
raw scene, and we're not necessarily that. We're like on the edge of.
You're more polished.
We're
Right.
on the edge of 90 Rock and the punk scene, so we're like, we don't fit anywhere. So it's very hard to, because we have songs I think that are more
I agree.
produced whatever,
Yeah.
So
and that's raw. So it's
okay,
hard to-
so do you feel that you're kind of shunned from the hardcore?
We're not
punk scene?
shunned.
Or not shunned, but you know what I mean. You know what I'm getting at.
well, I just think that we don't fit the bill. So it's not that we're shunned.
Right.
It's more that because I'm friends with everybody.
And a lot of
And
it,
more like we don't fit with a band like the Ravengers, who is a hardcore, really cool, great punk band.
Gotcha.
And
Or
you
you're
don't
not
want a
gonna-
shit like that. You want someone who sings this, and
Are there bars that you wouldn't play?
we'll play anywhere.
Would you play the Barn or McElroy's, those kind of
Well,
places?
the bar wouldn't have us though, because we're not going to be playing,
But if you had a
Bon
following,
Jovi. Or
no. But if you they only care about money. So
Right.
really, truly, honestly, so
Now, if you
if you have a
if
following,
we had
if you get put on 100 people, you could play anywhere in town. Doesn't matter.
right?
And we just don't have that. A lot of bands
Which
don't
and
have that.
I love your songs.
Well, why
It's
don't
hard.
we hear some?
Okay.
Can we play some Stars in the Sea music?
Yes, please do.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
We
Do you want me to
make
do?
our-
Because you look really comfortable, though.
I am. I do okay.
Here, wait a minute. Let me get to.
We usually make our guests select the song.
Yes.
Actually, I have to punch the buttons here. So you can start the song, and I'll handle the microphones.
Okay. Wait.
We're
A YID.
a what?
YID.
What's that?
outfit.
Oh yeah.
What song do you guys want to start with?
Yes, that's a good
Oblivion.
starting place.
Oblivion will be our latest single.
This is your current single,
Latest single.
Oblivion.
If you have it.
in the
Do you want to
Sea.
set it up?
Yeah, you want to tell a story about it?
Oblivion.
the walk on the beach when you got inspired by the seagull?
That's a good one.
That was the other one.
It's
that
about a
was the other
seagull and his snail.
Here we go. Stars in the Sea, Oblivion.
Hello, we have a caller.
Hi, this is Jen Pruitt. I play bass in Stars in the Sea.
We're going to bring you on after this song, okay?
Awesome.
You can hear the show,
Yeah.
but you're muted, so.
Remember, you're currently studying Buddhism in the Himalayas, okay?
Oh, I am?
I already set that up earlier.
Oh my God.
That's the poltergeist. Poltergeist. Okay.
See if I
We'll
can
find you on the hall. You'll hear the show, and then you'll hear when we bring you in, okay, Jen?
All right, great.
Thanks, hon. And we're back. That was Stars in the Sea.
Stop it.
She's on the phone. Okay. Stars in the Sea. And the song was Oblivion, and we had a call. We started out with 2/3 of the band in studio.
John and Shane.
And now joining us from... Wait a minute. I have to do this. This
Let him
just
amuse
take a
himself.
second. There we go. She's all the way where Bev's hometown is. How come it didn't play? Or did it?
Or did it?
Did it? I don't know. It says it's playing, but I don't know. You might have heard Welcome to the Himalayas like 4 times. But anyhow.
Maybe I should play it. No, maybe we should get this poor girl
Yeah, why don't you bring...
on the phone.
Yeah, see, I think I'm all froze up here.
Hey,
So
how
can
did I
you
do
work the
that?
button?
Yes.
And we can say hi to Jen.
She should be on. Hi, John.
Is she on? We don't see her. Uh-oh.
Wait a minute. Stop pressing buttons.
I'm not...
This is just great.
This has happened to us before. We've been thrown off the air from our buddies at Blog Talk. Is your circle just going around?
Yes.
So is mine.
All right, let me refresh. So I guess Jen is not here.
One second, Jen.
1 second, Jen. Guess what?
Don't say it.
Blog Talk's off the air.
Don't say it.
Well, it might be off the air. We can't tell. We just lost our studio.
Wow, the time's still going.
I've tried reloading the studio.
Oh no, me too.
And poor Jen is sitting out there
Can you call her?
Yeah,
in the middle of.
And then Lee, we can at least do.
He's in the ether.
We
we
can't
can-
do anything. I don't have a studio.
You're not even on there.
I know, but we can at least finish.
We
We don't
finish
even.
on-
We can't do their
Okay, see
songs
ya.
though.
We can't play the song. Isn't this a fine
What the
thing?
heck?
See, now this time Google Plus works beautifully. The Hangout on the air. But
Yeah. 7 Ross said we're still in the air.
we are still on the
Is
air.
there- we are-
Ross says we're
Should I
still
call
on
her
the
here?
air. We have no idea.
Let me see.
We have no idea.
It's the black hole of Calcutta.
We've completely lost our studio.
Wait a minute, let me see.
I
Totally
can hear
lost.
everyone, but I guess you can't hear me.
No, we can't
But I
hear
got a
you.
text.
Okay.
Let
Well,
me see something.
we're going to go and get a little technical here. We would go ahead and play some music if we could get to our studio to play it.
This is crazy.
Nope. BlogTalkRadio.com is
But-
not on the internet.
But Jen hears us, she said.
But apparently it's still broadcasting,
Ross
and
hears
Jen
us.
says she hears us. We would love to bring you in to talk with you.
We're on for sure.
Yeah. Oh no, I know we are on, but
Can we call her?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well,
with speakers?
I mean,
let me just try one more thing real quick.
and it's been so good. They've been so
Row,
good.
row, row your boat
The-
gently down the stream.
Row your boat.
Merrily, 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 breakfast by the stream. Row-
One more time.
Let's do it again. I like that.
No.
No, party pooper.
Yeah, no.
No, it will not let me into the studio.
I know. We're shut out of our studio.
Which where all the
left our
great
keys.
songs are.
We left our keys on the desk in the studio
Hey,
and walked out.
hey,
real quickly.
the songs are in. You have the songs on
But
file.
I can't play them.
But we can
play them.
play them really loud in the room.
Oh my god, that sounds like. I mean, it sounds like more like crap than.
Should I call Jen, put her on speaker?
You can if you
That way?
like.
You want to do it that way?
If it's sure.
Would that work that way?
I don't know.
This will be the first.
We're gonna find out. I have no way of knowing. We have ringage.
Damn Block Talk.
Hello?
Jen,
You're on the air.
you're on the air.
Hey. Hi, everyone.
Oh my God.
Hi, Jen.
What did you do to our station?
I don't know. I just called. I guess it's a signal from the Himalayas. It must be screwing your world up.
Now, did you hear anything? Did you hear the welcome to the Himalayas message?
No, I heard you saying that you were going to play it, and then nothing, and then I heard you say, I bet everybody heard it about 4 times, but I didn't hear that at all.
I kept clicking the button, so maybe we hit a buffer overflow or something and freaked out the station.
And even when I go to
It was Dave Wilcox.
Dave
yeah,
Wilcox, he said, I have to go do something.
Yes.
and then he got out of it really
And
quick.
then he got out of here quick, and then our studio crashed.
I think it was Wilcox.
He's sitting outside with some wire cutters. No. So, Jen, we're sorry you couldn't be with us this evening. We're happy you could.
Yeah, what about
You could join us via the miracle of Ma Bell.
Modern technology. What
I
a
saw
wonder.
them open up for AC/DC.
Ma Bell?
Yes.
Yeah, they're awesome. How did you fall in with these lunkheads?
You know what? I just moved to Baltimore last summer, and I had been playing in a band in St. Louis where I used to live. I bounced around a lot. I played in bands in various areas, and Anyway, I came to Baltimore. I made some friends in the music scene, and a friend of mine was familiar with Stars in the Sea and found out that they were looking for a bass player and said, "Hey, Jen, I know you're new to the city. There's this band. They're really cool. They're looking for a bass player. You might want to get in touch with them." I listened to the music. I thought it was great, so I reached out, and the rest is history.
And the rest is history. Awesome. Well, we're looking forward to hearing you. You've gigged. How long have you been with the group now?
Well, I started playing with them, I would say it was either the end of November or beginning of December.
Okay.
Just growing up, all learning all the songs and that sort of thing. But we didn't start playing shows together until January. Like, I'd say end of January was my first show with the band.
Okay. And that's a comfortable, these guys are comfortable for you?
Oh, yeah.
See, I'm
I feel comfortable. They feel comfortable.
I'm a bass player, so I know how it has to be with the drummer, especially.
Quarter note.
I feel like as far as John, and as far as his drumming and my bass style, we work really well together.
Yeah, well, it's really
And
nice.
picking up on what he's trying to do on the drums and with the bass drum and following along with that and making it all work, I think we have a good rapport.
Yeah.
Musically.
I agree.
Well, cool. There's some good tunes, and it's an interesting. I mean, have you played this style of music, because it almost is style defying?
Yeah, no, I can't say I've ever played in a band that was quite the style of Stars in the Sea. And it's actually somewhat of a challenge when, friends of mine that are from other cities, ask me, "How do you like a new band? What do you sound like?" And I'm like, "What do we sound like? I don't know." It's very difficult to describe.
I think that's how you know.
But I enjoy the sound. If I wasn't in the band, I would still enjoy listening to the band. So that's always a good indicator for me.
Yeah. No, that's a very good sign. If you have, it, I mean, could you say, okay, what if you like Sting? What do you say? What style of music is Sting? Well, he's Sting.
Right.
Exactly.
Not like I sound like Jimmy Buffett. My style is just
right.
like Jimmy Buffett.
Right.
Ah! Mommy.
It's interesting. We all come from different musical backgrounds, and so when I came into the band, I said, "I really like you guys. You remind me of, a few certain bands that I like." And I think we would all describe our sound as in reference to our own influences. So for me, I came in and I said, "Oh, you know what? I'm a big fan of the band Sponge," and I said, "I hear some elements that remind me of that, and like Interpol, kind of this weird conglomeration of those types of sounds." And, I don't think the other guys had really thought of it that way because they're pulling on their own influences, so it makes for an interesting mix.
Yeah, and the interesting mix is what it is, and it's not, because you can't peg it down to anything that you can say, well, this is derivative. Of course, we can't help but have influences from where we came from as musicians. But, if you can get a good blend of something, any new technology, and this being into technology, any new technology is typically a blend of two or more existing technologies. Right. Just the pyramid gets built up a little bit higher. And so it is with music as well. Yes. Bev?
Yeah, absolutely.
Bev, you have anything to add to that?
I'm sorry, I was just... Don't do that. I wasn't done. I was posting a picture of the... There's nothing else to do.
Well, we could try reloading
I
again.
did. I just
really?
wanted to, yes. I have
not...
3 tabs trying to reload.
I want my money back.
But we're still being heard, so...
Well, that's good. I
want to play at least my favorite song.
Since we have the whole band here, why don't we just rip out a rendition of one of the songs? Do it live in studio and by phone.
I don't have my notebook with me.
Oh, okay. Oh, in instruments.
Instruments, yes.
I could sing my bass lines for you.
Oh, yeah. Where did the name come from?
That's a personal question.
Oh, okay.
No. Well,
Comes from
a girl I used to be with.
Okay.
An old friend.
Used to be married
Okay.
though, actually.
Oh,
Okay.
good.
We were kind of together in ebb and flow. So she was the stars and I was the sea.
Oh, okay. It's a
Does that make
unique
sense?
name. Yeah. Well, no, not
No.
exactly, but it's close enough for government work. You know.
The movement, movement of
Stars in the sea.
You know, the
Well, it's got a romantic tinge to it.
Yeah.
Tinge.
Tinged, I guess.
Is that
Tinge works, yeah.
Does that work?
I guess if you're looking and the stars in the sea at night or whatever, it's a huge vastness of.
We did that Friday night.
Oh, we're back in.
We looked at the stars and the sea. Are we back in?
Yes, we are.
Really?
We're back in. Should
Oh
should
my
Jen
Back in
gosh.
the game.
should Jen call back?
Oh, it says, oops.
Oh, wait,
Oops.
Jen.
It
Jen.
says, oops, our
Jen.
engineers have been
Jen.
notified and we will get
Are
to
you
the
there?
fixed.
I know it's.
I'm still here.
Okay.
Oh, good.
I can call her.
She's going. We're gonna call you.
Are we?
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
All
I'm
right.
gonna hang up then.
All right.
Well, she's still on.
No, look at the time.
She's not on?
Look at the time. She's gonna be on in
She's
a
been in
second.
her
It is.
Jen.
Hello!
Okay.
Oh!
She's been
Okay,
she's been in deep
I
space.
don't-
Hello. There she is.
Hello, I'm here.
You've been on the whole time. Well, welcome back. And we're back in our studio again.
It was a time warp that you
Oh,
just suffered.
Yeah.
I think
Wilcox wormhole.
yeah. Have you had the pleasure of meeting Mr. Magnificent?
David
Dave
Wilcox.
Wilcox?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've
He's
had
the
him,
godfather down there, so.
shows, and I have some custom artwork that he's made, so
Oh, really?
pretty
Cool.
exciting for me. Yeah,
Nice. Nice. Well,
he's a
how
really talented guy.
is there another? Oh, okay, it's something I wanted to ask you all. Oh, your CDs that you don't have,
Yes.
and you actively are recording, obviously, because believe it or not, we really do have songs of yours that we're
Yes.
going to be playing more of. But you don't record a CD. When you go in the studio, you don't do a CD. Is that because the CD is dead?
It's because we don't have the money.
Well, no, I mean, aside from the...
I would love to do a full record.
Really?
However, so it's cheaper for us to, or for us to put out a single every other month or so.
Are you download only, though?
Yeah, it's download only.
Oh, okay.
Not that we wanted that, but you know, I've learned through the years that no one really. I'm not saying this in a
I have
bad
some
way.
In general,
that
though.
no one,
CDs in my...
that no one buys
living room.
anything
Right.
unless they're really into you. And we don't play enough. We don't tour. We don't to have people like really into you. Like we have people who are friends and some fans, if you want to call it that. But once they buy your CD, what do they have left? You know, they can't. You're not continually doing it.
So many
over
musicians
again.
get into that trap of... You think, okay, I'm going to order like 200 CDs.
Right.
Yeah, but you can get 1,000 for $1,000.
Exactly.
Okay, using that logic, well, we can get probably 50,000 and get them for like 20 cents a piece.
Right. If you're on tour, that might. If you're going every year around tour, great. That's great.
Right.
But if you're not doing that,
Might-
you're not going to sell your
no,
stuff.
I know.
So what am I gonna buy when I come to the show then?
A T-shirt.
Okay, cool.
You do have. You
We
do
have
have
We have
T-shirts.
stickers too.
and
we have
stickers.
Oh, cool.
They're free. And we have T-shirts.
Sell them.
Stickers have become quite popular.
I know. Again,
Yes.
sell them.
Again, yeah.
I have them all on the back of my truck.
Yeah.
Stickers. And also, which I have not gotten into, is cassette tapes are kind of like crawling back.
You doing cassette tapes?
No, we are not, but other like little underground
Well,
bands
vinyl,
are doing.
too. They're pressing-
vinyl has been
pressing vinyl.
popular.
I know vinyl's coming back.
Well, thank God my car still has a cassette player.
People
Then.
are actually trying to start doing cassette tapes again.
Ah.
I don't know why, but they are. Friends bands of ours.
I don't get it.
I
don't
yeah,
get it either.
I can't go there. I
Oh,
can't.
yeah.
8 tracks, yeah, but
Yeah.
cassettes, no.
Reel to reel.
Really,
Real.
wire recorders.
That's right. Busking.
Let's let Jen. Jen, what song do you want us to play?
Yeah, you're our guest, and you've been so patient with us, and
Oh.
yeah, go ahead. Why don't you pick a Stars and the
Okay,
Sea
sure. Why don't
song?
we go with Beautiful Odd Girl?
That's such a cool name of a song.
right.
Yeah.
What's that song about? Besides a beautiful
Oh,
odd
I'm
girl.
making trouble.
Okay, then don't.
No, that's fine. It's all out in the open. That's a girl I know in the scene that, you know.
She Russian?
She's not Russian.
Well, you keep asking that, so.
But it wasn't more. It wasn't more my attraction. It was more of someone else's attraction that I observed.
Interesting.
But that's what it's about.
Here is
So I wrote about it.
Beautiful Odd Girl.
Bev says she likes the ending.
It's a happy ending.
But
No,
that's
I like the
ending.
endings, the way you guys have ended both of those songs so far.
Cool. Nice pick, Jen. I hear the guys were talking here in the studio during the song. You have to turn up more on stage. You're not playing loud enough.
Yeah. I don't know about all that. I better watch out. I just got a new bass amp, so
Oh,
I'm
cool.
going to be blowing them all off the stage.
What'd you get?
Bass, 2 Chicago units.
Nice.
Mark.
Oh, nice. I love them because they weigh like 30 pounds and they will kick your ass too.
It's like 500 watts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And they're yellow.
and they're yellow.
Absolutely. To me, you know, I'm not the most muscle-bound person, so.
So Jen, as a female, what is it like playing with these guys?
It's great. I've played in a lot of different bands, both with guys and with other women, and it's just I always find it's a little more comfortable for me to play with guys.
I like playing with guys
it's a little
too.
more go with the flow, and Shane and John are great. I mean, they're really easy to get along with, and we work together, and I think they all bring a different energy to the band. I think it's, I don't know, I never saw Stars in the Sea before I was part of it, so I don't know what it was like, but I feel like having a female energy, you know, at our live shows has been a benefit to the people watching the shows. I think the different energies we bring.
What the first time you guys got together, was it like an aha thing where you're like, is it just one of those things where it clicked and you know within the first few bars that, hey, this is pretty cool, this is going to work out?
Yeah, I think we asked her to join that night. I can't remember. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it worked out. Yeah.
I was really nervous. But I had spent some time, they sent me some songs, so I had spent some time figuring them out and trying to learn them and really trying to impress at the first meeting, and I was nervous. I didn't really feel like I had done that great of a job, but yeah, I guess it was after that practice, they said, do you want to be part of this band? And I said, you know, do you have anybody else you need to try out? And they said, you know, we're ready to move forward with you if you're interested.
Cool.
Absolutely.
Well, that's one of those things.
I could tell immediately that she was very talented and knew how to play the bass, and for
drummers tend
and
to
for
do it
me,
right away,
you know,
yeah.
I didn't detect any nervousness. I detected more like maybe we weren't good enough for her or something like that. But she was amazing. So
the mutual respect is very important,
Mhm.
as you know, and really it is one of those things when it clicks, you pretty well know it.
Right,
you know?
right.
And it's not that every note has to be perfectly placed. It's just it's all the feel thing, and you know
Right.
if it feels right. You know if it feels right. You know.
and she has some great chops.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, I look forward to hearing you guys. You have a couple of gigs coming up. One is May 29th at the
Correct.
Lineup Space with Fogbound and
Foghound.
Fog. Did I say Foghound?
Fogbound, you said.
Foghound.
Foghound.
Did I say Fogbound?
Yes.
Don't keep saying it. Foghound.
Foghound.
You're 4 feet from your monitor. So
Yeah, right.
That's that could be a B.
And
And Bombenkinder.
Bombenkinder.
Yes.
Yes.
All great friends of ours.
Really?
They're-
Amazing bands.
Yeah.
Where is the second July?
July 3rd is
Where?
the Charm City Art Space with the Foxery and Old Victoria.
We get asked to play shows all the time from out of state bands. They somehow people know to
That's
call
very
us. I don't know.
cool.
That's how we get our shows. We haven't booked a show yet.
There's
That's so
a
cool.
there's
I
an
want to book
out,
a show.
Yeah.
check out
I'm gonna
Indian
help you
Move.
with the
You ever
shows.
seen
That's
Can I
Indian
mention
the
Move?
end move.
Okay.
But
okay.
people contact us out of the blue. Hey, you want to do a show with us? And that's how we get our shows. So
See, people know who you are.
they do. I don't know
That's
how.
that's actually
Maybe-
a compliment.
Maybe because you support music and it's
Possible, yeah.
and
I've been doing a lot of that.
yeah.
Almost out every night.
Now,
Our
that-
last few shows that we've played with bands from New York and Kentucky.
See,
and
so I think that's quite a
Wow.
compliment if other musicians are asking them to
Absolutely. Absolutely.
open for them or play with them. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Can we play Bev's favorite song?
Yes, we can.
play it, Bev.
Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah. Well, we have to know what it is
It's
first.
Spiral to the Bottom of the Sea.
Spiral to the Bottom of the Sea. It's about another girl on the scene.
She's Russian.
Are all
No.
the songs
It's not
about
Russian.
girls? Russian girls?
Not Russian girls.
Oh, okay.
I have yet to write about a Russian girl yet.
Oh.
I haven't met one yet.
Okay.
But
I'm right.
I've a
Right
very
Russian.
very good friend of mine who,
Okay.
it's more about my life, I guess. Maybe
Cool. And autobiographical.
it's possible.
With music. Here we go. Spiral to the Bottom of the Sea.
Can we talk yet?
We can talk.
Can
We
talk.
can talk.
That's a
We can
great
talk.
song, you guys. That's a really
Nice
good song.
stuff.
So who does most of the writing?
It's hard. Me and John collaborate on everything mostly. So
He might get.
it's
He might
collaboration.
write a handful of lyrics and get stuck,
Hmm.
and I help with the lyrics. He might write a melody or the guitar part and say, you gotta think of something right
Right.
here, and I'll think
It
of something.
works.
And
With our newer stuff, Jen's starting to come in with that and starting to bring her style into stuff. So,
You beginning to collaborate on the writing then, Jen?
Yeah, I try to kind of put my nose in there and make my suggestions. A lot of the stuff we've been playing live, they had written, before I ever even knew them. So there's really not much for me to bring to the table on those. But with the new stuff, I'm getting involved.
Was there any change to the older stuff, or you just pretty much did it the way it lay?
you mean from a style
I don't
perspective?
think that I'm replicating the bass lines exactly. I add my own kind of flair to them, but
Yeah.
this overall song structure is the same since I've joined,
Cool,
as far as I know.
cool.
She's adding more of a bass player feel to it, not a guitar
Guitarist.
player style.
Tuning a guitar tune down an octave, right? So the recording process, we were talking a little bit about that during the song. You've tried a few different things and a couple different methods of recording. The stuff sounds great. It's got a really, really good sound to it, and it's got that power that
Right.
misses so many times in a lot of homespun recordings. But you've got, you mentioned
Yeah,
John. You work with Drew Mazurek on some stuff, and
Jay Robbins and
right.
And Tom Miller is our new guy who really, he cares about what he's doing.
Yeah.
And he's easy to work with, and it's it's a good fit for us.
I give huge kudos to Tom Miller because as he's a drummer and he just, as far as a headphone mix and taking the time to make sure that I have everything that I need. I think he's, from a drummer's perspective, he's been just stellar in making it happen for me.
He's like the fifth Beatle.
Yeah, exactly.
And I always approach things that, say we were with a Rick Rubin, what for the money we have, what can we get to get that level of major label
Sound.
quality?
Sound, yeah.
It's hard to do that with people
Budget.
With a modest budget, of course.
But it really matters to me that it sounds amazing. So I try my best to make that happen. Whether you like the music or not, I try at least to.
Have you recorded something that you thought was maybe just kind of not up to par, so you go back to?
Not really. I mean, everything
redo
sounds
rework
really
it, so
good.
you knew what you were going for when you
Yeah.
were going for
Will
it.
Beasley.
Like Will Beasley did, I think was probably the best one-off recording that we've done, Oblivion.
He did Oblivion.
And it was the first mix, and unfortunately his stuff got wiped out after he gave us that mix. So we had to have Tom Miller actually go in and massage it to bring it to life. But
Will Beasley, young guy who moved up here from North Carolina, I mean, he was just spot on, and he was just amazing. I think his career is just going to be huge.
Awesome.
Right.
Awesome.
He was fun to hang around with too.
And that's the thing. I mean, you hang out. You guys hang out.
Right.
Do you as well?
Oh yeah,
John?
yeah.
Yeah. Jen, do you go out and hang out in
Yeah.
the scene?
I like to go out, sure.
Yeah. Now you've had the unique perspective of, maybe more so of a perspective of getting to see the music scene in other markets. Is there any comparison to what you see in Baltimore? Tell the truth.
Honestly, compared to other markets, I'm really impressed with the Baltimore music scene. There's a lot of different styles of music going on. People actually come out to shows, and I feel like the musicians are very supportive of one another within the scene. Some other places I've lived, there's not so much that feeling of support as much as you get a feeling of everybody's in competition with each other. And I haven't felt that vibe in Baltimore at all. It really is a very supportive scene, and people are active, and it's really a pleasure to be involved in.
It didn't used to be that way.
Well, always more competitive, I
It was,
think.
in the past, it had been competitive, but I think with the attrition in the whole scene, just of necessity, you know, we've kind of, there's safety in numbers, and
Right,
we've got to clump
exactly.
together. And really, a lot of it, there's a lot of outside collaborations that take place on a musical level that create kind of interesting stylistic things. You know, not necessarily a band thing per se, but you know, just getting together with somebody else and doing some songwriting, doing a songwriting session. You know, do you think that's something that's going to create a Baltimore sound?
We've played a lot of shows with a lot of bands that are, I mean, the bill would be considered totally eclectic. I mean, we would play with bands that were just completely opposite of our style, or, you know,
It's like more of the event. I mean, people support events.
yeah.
So if someone's putting on an event and they're well known in the scene, people come to that event. So whether it's a metal band with a band like us, they're going to support that, because the band and the metal band, we're all hanging out, like say Rocket or in Hamden, we're at a bar. We're always, you know, everyone's always together. It doesn't matter what you're doing, you're still together. So
Would you have a writing session with a metal artist?
Oh,
Because
that'd
he
be
was
cool.
your
Yeah,
buddy?
that'd be cool.
You know,
as long as it doesn't interfere with the band.
well,
Some bands come on right now. We have Elias from Flying Eyes has a new band called Black Lung, and they're, you know, even if Flying Eyes is probably his primary band, Black Lung is his side band, but they're, you know, they're.
Are they in competition with each other?
No, not in a competition with each other. Everybody is like this.
But is the music the same, like the
thing.
style the same?
Yeah, it's sort of the same. It's kind of the same. It's not the, you know, when
Right.
you have like a band like Flying Eyes has a unique sound. It's like an offshoot of that.
Okay, at a Stars in the Sea show, do you ever have like a buddy of yours come up and sit in?
No, we haven't had that yet.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever sit in, go into a show?
Well, doing original music, it kind of makes it different.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
unless you're
unless you're really into or we're prepared.
Right.
But Wilcox, we're supposed to be doing a Chelsea song at our
Really?
next show.
Well, because they have a lot of that.
Rock
you know,
and roll.
Ross.
Beep beep.
Right. That's the one I was dancing to at Stanstock.
So we're supposed to do that.
Yeah.
You know, that's on the 29th for his birthday.
That should be
I
fun.
didn't think he had a birthday.
It's in November, isn't it?
Well, supposedly it's going to be in May. May
Okay,
29th is his
okay.
birthday.
His official birthday.
The anniversary of his
Of his
rebirth.
Of his reanimation.
Right, yeah. Yes. Off the clipper ship from China.
From China?
Yeah.
Vagina, yeah.
Okay. How about another song, Bev?
Absolutely.
We have a whole butler, a big
I
old
know.
butler of
I-
songs from Stars in
Can
the
I make
Sea.
a request? Because I didn't get a chance to
Okay.
hear this one. This one is called To the Dance.
Okay.
Is that acceptable?
Yes, we did this completely with Jay Robbins. Gordon Withers played the cello on us.
Okay, so you do have outside musicians.
For this song, yes.
Okay.
Cool.
And-
Here we go. To the Dance.
Did you tell me that?
Mhm.
Oh, you did?
Mhm.
I didn't hear you. You didn't
It's
talk
oh gosh,
loud
I
enough.
know. I
It's
need
my
to speak
heart.
up when I'm talking to him.
What? I can't hear you. Wait a minute, what's happening?
We're double
What are you
double.
doing?
Double days.
What are you doing? What are you
I just
doing?
wanted to keep you on your toes. That's all.
Oh, toes are on. We're here with Shane Gardner and John Leatherman in studio, and with Jen Pruitt somewhere in the Himalayas by calling in by telephone, right?
It's amazing we've got such a good connection.
Well, that's the way, Bev usually, she
I set up
winters-
the connection.
she said she knows how to do that. She winters in the Himalayas, so she's come back east to help us with our in studio work. She no longer works.
I left the
Great work.
Sherpas alone.
She was a Sherpa midwife. Actually, a Yeti midwife.
Right, there you
She
go.
would
The Sherpas
assist-
watched.
The Sherpas assisted,
They watched.
They boiled
I did
water.
it all.
and they brought towels.
And the clamps.
I bet you missed that life.
Perfect.
Nice. We were talking about something really important, weren't we?
We were.
Yes, you
What
were.
were?
Oh.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Shane, what's your favorite color? No. I'm kidding.
It's off color of black.
The off. Right.
Off black.
Dirty black.
One vocalist at present. That would be you. You carry the whole night.
Yes.
And John, you're starting to pick up on you're picking up with some of the background vocals.
Well, I've sang.
Oh, the
I've sang back-
background.
No, I've sang background vocals since joining the band and learning the parts of the songs of that he sang or whatever. The backing tracks. Then there is a song that I do sing.
Oh, okay.
Ish from Shady.
It's a song that we recorded. It's one of our recorded songs, studio song, and
What is it
I
Do
called?
we
sang
have
that.
it here?
yes.
No, I did not send you that.
You
Do
didn't
we
say-
have it here?
No.
Oh, sorry.
Typical.
See, now it starts.
It's available on our website.
Yeah, music.starsinthesea.com.
Yeah.
You can hear John in all his glory.
That was going to be my next.
That's got a really cool beginning, and it's a very cool song.
We're going to do that. We have several URLs to throw out there. We have the regular, without even the www. We don't even have to do the
You don't have to do
www.
www anymore.
You just do starsandthesea.com, or you do Facebook/Stars in the Sea. How'd you get that?
It's, all you need to get is like a couple hundred people, and then you can get your own.
It's crazy.
That's cool.
That's simple.
And then if you want to hear the music, it's music. You got a little subnet there for
Right. On Bandcamp, yeah.
on Bandcamp.
That's so new to me.
Music.starsinthesea.com.
Very cool.
And then
Jen, are they roping you into singing now?
I've been working on trying to doing some backup vocals, and I hook it up in my car and sing along when I'm driving places to practice, and then these last few practices I've brought a mic and done a little experimentation, and it sounds pretty good.
Cool, cool. That in any of your other incarnations with other groups, have you done much vocal work?
Yeah, my last band, I did a lot of backup vocals. When I was younger, I did a bit of the singer-songwriter thing
cool.
on guitar. So I've got a little experience doing that, too.
You play guitar too?
I do.
Gosh, you guys are all multi-instrumentalists.
I have a saxophone, too, but we haven't brought that into the mix yet.
Oh, man.
You haven't talked about going to Berkeley yet, have you?
Oh, the Berkeley.
Yeah,
You're a
we have.
Berkeley girl.
Yeah. I am.
I hear that school has the smallest diplomas in the world. Have you seen their diplomas? They're like a postcard. Jimmy has one.
yeah.
Jimmy has one. Our keyboard player has one. It's really small, but
It's memorable.
I don't know. I don't know if maybe they fluctuate over the years. I feel like mine's standard.
you got a full-size diploma?
Yeah, it's on my mantle.
Oh,
I'm getting Jimmy now. Tommy, I think he was having us on.
Oh, we should.
Right.
That's hilarious.
No, he went to Berkeley.
Oh.
In California. No, he went up to Boston, and in fact, I had they got some pretty decent players up there, you know.
Oh yeah.
You read music and all that, huh?
Oh, absolutely.
You
Yeah.
have a formal.
It's kind of, going to Berkeley, there was certain core curriculum courses that everybody had to take to get through the program. So, 4 semesters of what they called harmony, which was basically analyzing jazz tunes, and then a couple semesters of traditional harmony and counterpoint, where we had to write music in the style of Bach and various
It's a lot of math.
wacky things.
A lot of math.
Jen, what is your influence to play? I mean, what kind of music did you play with before you joined Stars in the Sea?
My last band out in St. Louis was more of a punk band, I guess you could say, like a garage rock / punk band. My main passion, I guess, when I first started playing guitar and bass was, I came up in the 90s, so I love the whole 90s alternative rock and grunge scene. That's where I draw most of my influences from. But I've played in a lot of different styles of bands. I played in a metal band once out in Los Angeles when I first finished college, called Worm. That didn't really go anywhere, but it was fun. So I like to, kind of play whatever's around and learn different styles.
Very cool. Very cool. What's your guys' background?
Well, as far as what influences,
Or okay.
I started drumming when I was about, I guess about 10 or
Yeah.
11.
I say 10.
All right.
Is that a choice?
Somewhere.
Is that a choice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I choose 10.
All right. Good choice.
Okay.
So I started about 10, and both my parents played drums, and my mom was played in a majorette band
Oh, cool.
at an all-girls school,
Nice.
and my father played in a hillbilly band with his father and brothers, and they were called the Ten Hills Hillbilly Band, and they were over in Catonsville, and they performed in I guess for old folks or
Mhm.
carnivals or parks and stuff like that. So I have, I still have a lot of my dad's old equipment and stuff like that, his old drums.
So it's okay to make a racket in the house.
Yes,
Cool.
they were very tolerant of that. So I started and then just played ever since.
Nice.
Played in various bands, recorded some, never got anywhere but played out in Baltimore. And
What about you?
I've been playing in the Baltimore scene for years.
Well, like
You know.
3 or 4 years.
Yeah, probably about 3 or 4 years,
Three,
probably
4.
something like that.
I'm gonna say 4.
I've been, I survived many scenes. Put it that
You're
way.
a survivor.
Many scenes.
A what?
I have survived many
Many
scenes.
scenes.
Yes.
You're not following that? I am.
Many scenes.
Many scenes. Like
I've been
Marble
involved in-
Bar scene.
I've been involved in about three large
Scenes.
blocks of time on the earth.
Cool.
Musical blocks of time.
Oh, I can dig it. I actually do
understand.
know what you mean.
And I survived.
We are
And
survivors.
I'm still doing it.
Thank God.
Can we get one more song in?
Yes.
What would be your choice to close out the show?
I drive. If you have that.
Oh, I thought that was OneDrive.
It could be OneDrive. But it's
Nice
iDrive.
Because I saw One Love.
One Love.
Oh, One
That's
Love.
love.
Huh?
Love.
It says 01 dash
That's the
love.
number of first song, Love.
Oh.
Wait, I saw it. Hold on. I have it.
You have
One Love.
Right, I know. That's already been done.
You have iDrive?
I do.
iDrive. It's about vampires.
Cool. We like vampires.
I do. Okay, here
Go.
we go. I
Roll it.
drive. Oh, and none.
And even though we're off the air officially,
Thank you, Block Talk.
we're back for the archive. And you'll be able to hear the archive for the next month on demand at collegeundergroundradio.com or baltimore.collegeundergroundradio.com or just regular collegeundergroundradio.com. Or you can download this entire episode at our website, rt-music.net. Ask for it by name. Our guests this evening have been Stars in the Sea, Shane Gardner, John Leatherman, and Jen Pruitt. Thank you so much, folks, for
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
this evening.
I'll see you guys. Jen, I'll meet you
Coming.
May 29th.
May 29th.
I'm looking forward to it.
What day of the week is that?
Thursday night.
Thursday
It's
night.
a Thursday night.
Oh, I'm so taken off the next day. No, I'm not. No, I'm
What
not.
time do you play?
I think we'll probably go on 9:30,
9:30.
most likely.
A decent hour.
Yes.
I'll be home in
I
time,
may
maybe.
even make that scene
Yeah.
too.
There you go. Lee, come down.
If I'm not in the studio, I'd like to. I think that'd be great.
Looking forward
Let's
to it.
see, what else do we need to talk about? You want to check out what's happening in and around the Maryland music scene? Go to marylandparty.com, your Maryland Party Guide, your official Maryland Party Guide. What else?
You can also ask Shane Gardner, just, Facebook, what's happening in Baltimore.
Yes.
What's happening in Baltimore?
Right.
What?
Just
Really?
ask me.
Just,
I'll tell you, I go out every night.
He's out every night. He's ripped off so many bands. Not ripped off. I mean, ripped the names. What am I trying to say?
Drop.
He's
Drop.
dropped a lot.
Name drop.
Name
Name drop, right.
dropper.
Kara Hawker and the Sweetest Fist.
Really?
Yes. Sal Bando, another good band.
He knows them all.
I know. You need your own vlog.
Well,
Do you
just
tweet? Are you on
email
Twitter?
if you
Fan?
want to know what's
Um,
happening in the underground scene in the Maryland area.
Go to Shane
go to
Gardner's
Shane Gardner's
Facebook page.
Facebook page, or just go to starsandthesea.com
And then your
and
YouTube.
hit their contact page.
Yeah.
Right. And then
Where-
the YouTube videos.
YouTube's, you have YouTube's videos.
Yes. I think the easiest way to find me on YouTube would be type in Refused, the band Refused Shane Gardner.
Refused.
The band Refused.
Right.
But
They're
do you have a
band.
channel that
That's where
one
you'll
can
find. That's
follow?
the
Okay.
easiest way. 'cause
Okay,
that's like
gotcha.
yes.
Okay.
Good.
Or the Glenmont Popes Shane Gardner.
Glenmont Popes.
Rodney Henry. You know Rodney Henry?
Yes.
Well, there you
I
go.
love the Glenmont Popes.
Amazing band. Many videos on my YouTube channel.
I know, I'm
Glenmont
looking
Popes.
forward to it.
Cool. Well, we'll have to check them out. You check out our videos. We're going to try to extract the best of from tonight's episode and put it up on our
The
channel.
Bev of
Right.
Bev.
Yeah.
Is that what I said?
the Bev of
The Bev of.
the Bev of.
The Bev of.
Right.
Bev RT Music Net. Okay, let me see what else. Is that it?
Our
Next week.
next
Our geese next week.
Our guest is Brian Kamato.
Brian Kamato. Rhymes with tomato. He is the keyboard player at present for, no, let me scratch that, start over. He's the multi-Emmy award-winning keyboardist for Kerry Ziegler's Expensive Hobby. He, some time ago, put out a CD of his own compositions, and it's quite interesting
It's
music.
very good.
He's very good, and we're
John, you
going
would
to be
like
honored, pleased to have him as our guest next week. So tune in next week at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I think, is that just about it? We've exhausted everything. Oh,
One final thought.
yes, one final thought.
Sam Holden passed away just
That's-
recently.
Wow.
So everything go heavy. What do you say? Hurrah to Sam Holden!
Hoorah.
There
Amazing.
you go.
Hoorah.
Right on.
That's a bummer.
Well, on that, we'll say, God bless you all. Thank you for supporting
Independent
Thank you for
artist.
supporting public radio. No, thank you for supporting independent music. Hug a musician today. Bye-bye. It doesn't play it anymore.
Wow.
It doesn't play our
It
stuff
didn't. Let me try. Let me
anymore.
try. Maybe
You start.
maybe it's
Try.
something you're doing.
Jen, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bye,
Thanks for having me call in like this. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Technical difficulties notwithstanding. We can't get it to play.
Will you stop pressing buttons for a second?
Okay, I can.
Kitten.
All right.
It's not doing
All
it.
right. Okay, you're gonna have to do it then.
I did it. It's not doing it.
No, you're gonna have to say it.
Oh, and that's all she wrote.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Jen.
See you, Jen. We're so easily amused. Stupid, easily amused.
It's really stupid shit. Watch it work now.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio.
Fuck off.
Bugger off.
Bugger off.
Bugger off.
I am so
Thank you for using Blog
It
Talk
is.
Radio.
Block
Bugger off.
John was playing down at Waterfront. He
We're
was
on the air right now. I want to mute them.